Hit on a few things regarding self. Some people may feel stuck, or you may feel like there's nowhere else to turn. But all it takes is that one person to give you that support and desire that you need and that encouragement. And I feel as if oftentimes we don't have a lot of that within society, or if we do, it's based off of how they were able to achieve things and not necessarily to help the next person. You may run into people who are selfish, people who you feel like you've given chances to. It may be like, leading a dead horse, so to speak. And oftentimes we get tied up in trying to be there for other people when that person or people may not be there for us. And, I'm just here to say that your encouragement goes a long way. You don't have to depend on anyone to be successful. It's up to you at the end of the day. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but what is in your mind, you can go ahead and project what your next steps are. It may be easier with people in your corner, but truth is, sometimes it ain't gonna be too many people in your corner or rooting for you. Things are happening in life to where the cycle may break, that chain may break, that availability of that person may be gone, but you have to still be able to provide for yourself mentally and spiritually, and still, cover yourself, because the whole thing is family. Love is love. But sometimes those things can't change. Those are things that we cannot promise to stay the same. And those are things that we cannot, project to stay the same. It takes self encouragement. You have to encourage yourself. We could be our own worst critic. Sometimes you can doubt yourself. Sometimes you feel as if it's not going to be meant for you. But if you have not tried it, you're not going to know. If you haven't given it a chance, you're never going to know. You have to step out and believe and have faith within yourself. You have to trust yourself. You have to give yourself the benefit of the doubt like you give those other people. You have to say, okay, hey, I forgive myself for the other things that I may not have done correctly, so to speak, according to society. You have to pat your own self on the back and say, hey, this is my destiny and I am in charge of it. No one is going to boost your self-esteem like you are. You have to learn what's your inner, gift. You have to learn what makes you smile. You have to keep intact with the things in your mind and your heart. You can doubt yourself so bad, and you can down yourself so bad to where you won't have energy to even dream and think of things that you can accomplish in life. Stop holding yourself back. Stop thinking that, you can't be the greatest. Stop thinking that can't be you one day. Stop doubting yourself. You can drown yourself in failure, thoughts of, not making it, thoughts of what will people think. Everybody is going to always have an opinion. Somebody is going to always think something negative or positive of you. It's going to always be a two-way street. You can't let that dictate what's for you. You can't let that dictate how you're going to be. You can't let that dictate what's your next step in life or what's planned for you. Don't go into it with a blank mind. You have to have a thought in mind. You have to have a 1, 2, 3 step process at least to see what may work and what won't work. You can't just give up on the first try. You give up on the first try, there's never going to be another time. Your time is wasted. Why waste your own time when you could be proactive in knowing and channeling yourself? When you could give that time to yourself? When you could sit here and develop yourself? Yeah, everything ain't going to be perfect. Nothing starts off perfect. Nothing starts off just right. Nothing starts off the best. You have to start somewhere. But first in your mind, you got to believe that you're going to go to the depths of your mind. You have to believe that this is destined for you. You have to believe that it's more than one step to get there. You have to know that it's going to take some heartache, some tears, some down days, some good days, some, confusing days. You're going to want to give up. But what after that? When after you feel like you're going to give up, what you going to do about it? You're going to stay in the same predicament, or you're going to go a little harder. You're going to try a different resource. You're going to talk to somebody different. You're going to get an entrepreneur, somebody that could guide you and help you, get a mentor. Speak to people that are like-minded with you. Group yourself with people who are elevating as if you would like to. You have to do these things for self. Nobody is going to tell you this. Even the world's best person may not have told you this. But it starts with you. And if you doubt yourself, you can't expect nobody else to support you. If you doubt yourself, you can't expect nobody else to support you. So if you clicked on this message, this was for you. And I pray that you have all great endeavors and that you keep believing in yourself.